What's going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland? Coming back to you with another game review, and this time we have moved on to the Resident Evil 2 remake. Just where to begin? A little backstory. So I played Resident Evil 2, the original, on PlayStation back in I think '98, and it was a game changer. I mean, 1 had its moments, but 2 was just. It was a huge game changer. It was probably one of my favorite PlayStation games back in the day. It was very special. I enjoyed every minute of it, and it was very scary for me too at the time. And then just went through the other Resident Evils that came later, and and then I think after playing 4, I kind of just just took a break. Moved on to different things. Well, with eventually a couple of years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3. I think maybe 3. They announced that Capcom announced they were working on a Resident Evil 2 remake, and at the time I was like, we'll see what happens. I'm not just gonna jump up and do it. We'll see. And then of course saw some of the gameplay. And overall, the gameplay just grabbed me. It gave that vibe of Resident Evil 4, but just in Resident Evil 2 format. And so I eventually picked it up and played it, and I gotta say, it was an amazing experience. It was scary. I think my first playthrough when I did with Leon, though, for those listening to this, if you go through my playthrough, you'll notice that when I played with Leon the first time, I started with him first. The playthrough, I think I had 20 playthroughs, because a lot of the time I was just moving slowly, like literally freaked out, like, is something gonna grab me, something's gonna attack me. You see how it's dark in here? You just walk around with a flashlight everywhere. So I was just like, moving very slow. Like, I was just freaked out. I didn't want to. Like, I wasn't running at all. I was just like checking everything and making sure that I wasn't going to get grabbed. But there were those moments. And then especially when you get further in the game and Mr. X shows up. I don't think they called him Mr. X in this one, but it's Mr. X. He was from the original. That was a trip. Like, hiding and just he would come through rooms, and there be times he would hover and I would just stay in the safe room until I thought it was kind of far away, and then I would like just bone the hell up out of there. And for the most part, it was it was straightforward. The thing that they did add was the sewer that was originally not part of the original game. That was different. And also, there was a character. I think his name was Ben. He was a reporter. His whole background was different in this, and I believe they changed his name. But for the most part, and whereas the original, you spent some time you spent some time outside before you got to the police station. This one, you just go to the police station. They don't have some interactions with people on the street. They kind of changed it though. You kind of do have interactions with people, but it's like one person, and that's after you're done with the police station. So that was interesting. Graphics were on point. The suspense was on point. The story was on point. The gameplay was on point. And what I really liked is you see how Claire's walking up the stairs. How she moved was different from Leon. I really appreciated that they paid attention to detail. That look, women walk a different way than men do. Their body structure is different. And then let's be realistic. Claire may not be able to fully just do what maybe Leon could do based on her size. So I really like that. The one criticism I think you could say it wasn't until after I completed all the side, the Leon A, Leon B, Claire A, and Claire B, is that once you kind of went through it the first time with like you went through Leon A and then the flip side was Claire B, when you went back and played it the second time around the other way, there wasn't really too much different. It was almost like it, you didn't really need to play it the second time if you didn't want to. I was just like, well, I'm just gonna play it. I paid $60 for this game and make sure to get my money's worth. So I went through. As far as the monsters go, the Lickers, the zombies, Mr. X, Birkin, that was here. But the things that were different were these plant things. They originally were not in the original Resident Evil 2. As far as the clock tower, where I'm at right now, that I don't believe was originally in part 2. The sewer, the monster in the sewer, those damn things, that out of everything in the game, those things freak me out just because of the noise they make and just how they look, and you can't see them and they grab. Oh god. Like, out of everything in the game, those things freaked me the fuck out. Even if I play now, I still kind of get a little tense and sweaty palm when I hear those damn things. But, you just pick up the gun and kill them. The other thing that was different, too, in this one compared to the first one is the zombies. The zombies take a lot more to kill. And really, they're very adamant that the best way to kill them, if you're not using a shotgun, is headshots. Just shooting them in the chest and shoot them in the legs and no, headshots is the only way you're gonna kill them. So, and then what's cool is some headshots would, after 2 shots, the head would explode and they'd be down, and then some took a couple shots, but you don't shoot them in the chest, you don't shoot them in the legs, you don't shoot them in the arms, you shoot them in the head. That's the best way to kill them. As far as difficulty, I didn't play it on the harder difficulties. I just played it on. I forget what it is. It wasn't standard. It's the auto one, because originally in the original game I had auto, and I was used to always have an auto shot, so I'm gonna use that. And went through that. There was a couple times I think I got killed. I got killed by the alligator. The alligator was originally in the first one, in the original 2. I think there was that. The other thing that was different compared to the original was Sherry. I was dreading playing with Sherry because she was just a pain in the ass in the original, having to maneuver with her. And this one, you really don't play with her that long, so I was really happy about that. I was like, cool. The attention to detail with the hallways and the airs and stuff was magnificent. The other thing is the zombies in here, they were very intelligent to an extent. So these windows where I'm pointing at and going through this hall, this place was a trip the first time I went through. You see how I'm moving so slow and shit. You got to board these things up. All these windows where they're not boarded up, if you don't board them up, they will come through, and they will continue. I don't know if they will continue to come through. I just remember that once one came through, another one would come through like right after. See, I'm freaked out. You see how I'm just pointing at it? I'm like, I am freaked out. I'm scared shitless right now. This is playing with Leon the first time. I'm freaked out. Like, I'm just going real slow and looking at everything because I'm just like, I'm just tripping. Like something's gonna get me or grab me or some shit. But they did a hell of a job with this game. The other thing, there wasn't really any music. The original had more of a soundtrack than this one, and of course, I believe that's what they were going for. They wanted the suspense where it's like, it's dark, it's muggy, it's raining, the shit's broken, and all you can hear is sounds and noises, and it doesn't make sense to put music. They really wanted you to be immersed into the game, like you're there. See, there we go. Got to board that window up because eventually they're gonna break through. So there was that. I didn't get jumped too many times. I don't think. I don't have the boards yet. There was one area in the police station where I got jumped, but I didn't get killed. I don't think I got C. Came on in. I don't think. Yeah, this fucking sewer. That damn thing right there. Those fucking things. Oh my god. I don't think I got killed at all with Claire, if I recall, but I know I got killed with Leon at least once or like twice because of the damn alligator. But overall, it was a blast. My rating for the game is a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. It's such a huge improvement over 2, but I mean, they had like over 20 years to do a remake, but they did it right, for the most part. They did a damn good job. I definitely would say play this game if you've never played it. And it's not an issue with this game. It's just a shame that, it would have been nice if they did Resident Evil 1 like this. You're in the mansion, but you're there we go, Mr. X. It would have been nice if Resident Evil 1 had this kind of gameplay, just because the blocky square, moving around and stuff is just like it's just tiresome and old. Even though I played the remake, that was the one thing I just was kind of like, would have been nice. But see, this is my first time interacting with Mr. X, and I'm just flipping out. Okay, what do I do? Where should I go? Just because this damn, see, he's sort of like, I'm like, oh shit, he's coming. Oh, we gotta go. And for those watching who have never played this game, just a pointer: don't shoot him. Don't waste bullets. He'll drop and then he'll get back up and come for you. The best way to get away from him is just to literally get away from him. And then once you're away from him for a while, start walking. Because he can't hear. He's less likely to hear you when you're walking. And this is where I made the mistake. But he's more so to hear you when you run. And see, he's gonna, I think after one more shot. No, too late. I think it's like 5 shots to the head, he'll drop for a minute. But after, yeah, he got me. See, look at that. You get away from him, and when you're walking around, he's less likely to, he can't hear you. But if you're running, he'll pinpoint where you're at, and he'll show up real quick. So yeah, see, he drops. But yeah, if you never played the game, check it out. You will not be disappointed. It was a great experience. I loved it, and that's how games should be. You should be have fun, be entertained, have a good time, and this game did it for me, you know. And eventually, I'll get to 3 because I have that remake. I'll eventually play that too. Looking forward to it. And then let's not forget the Resident Evil 4 remake is coming too. So these things, before I go, these things did damage, but I never got attacked by them because I was so freaked out. I would just burn them the minute I'd see them. So anyway, you guys, that being said, I will catch you on the next one. Take care.